connects, we'll get our sound check. Okay. Do we have a sound check? That we do. It is Thursday night, and therefore it is time for Far Beyond the Foundry. I'm your host, Alice Thane Garfield. And today I will be playing on the character of Alice Thane Garfield. Special treat for you guys tonight. I'm actually playing on my completely, totally not main. This is not my main. This is the guy I goof off on because I'm kind of a goofy guy. Just checking my inventory really quick, making sure I've got stuff. Let's check my care. I've got fixed the kit, learned from last time. Got the Tiamat. We're going to be playing with a interesting loadout here. We've got both Callistos and Delta Flyers, kind of a mix. Kind of trying to go for the whole synergy thing. I don't know how much it'll actually work. It seemed to work well before when I was playing a lot more seriously. But that said, we're only in Foundry missions. Trying out a deuterium warp core found? Oh, why not? Don't know what they do. Looked interesting. Everybody's got a shield and a gun. Might not have good shields or good guns. She's got a bad shield. I'll give her a okay shield. Yeah. Don't play him much. Usually he's alone. Yeah, they're all decked out in Kelvin stuff. Don't have a Kelvin ship. Working on getting stuff. Kind of babbling. We're here on Deep Space Nine. Why don't we just find something here on Deep Space Nine? That's a good idea. Foundry. Browse all. Custom. Type. Custom. And we'll just type in DS9. Oh, look at it. It brings up 404 error as the first one right there because it says DS9 in it. We will not play 404 error. Play 404 error. 404 error. I am so proud of 404 error. Yeah. Play it if you can. So we'll go down. We'll find something just a tick under. Let's try Memory Lane by Bazag. Memory Lane by Bazag. Pen. Had a pen out. We're going to do Memory Lane by Bazag. That's what we're going to do. So Memory Lane by Bazag. Let's see what this is like, guys. This mission qualifies for standard rewards. While transporting a Bajoran orb and its Bajoran Vice Admiral escort from Deep Space Nine to Vulcan, your ship is assaulted by true wave forces. Some strange things start to happen in the holodeck. It's up to you to rescue the Vice Admiral, but who will rescue you? As memories from his past become deadly. I'm actually kind of interested in that. That's a pretty good thing. I kind of might have went... I'm a little bit funnier. I might... If this is serious, okay. I get it. We're just so tempted to go a Bajoran orb and his Bajoran Vice Admiral to the Bajoran Deep Space Nine. It is Bajoran. Come on. Alright, we are. We'll dock at DS9 and use one of the cargo rings to find out. Yeah, that's exactly why I wanted this. Sir, I'm getting a message from Starfleet headquarters. It's kind of a bro. They've got a mission for us. We are to head to DS9 and meet Vice Admiral Talar in Cargo Bay 4. Well, certainly I will take your mission, because that's what we're here for. Probably one of the cargo rings. Is it this one? It is not this one. That's like a shop or an office or something. That's not a door. That's the temple. That's Quarks. Are we going in this one? Here it is. Make our way to Cargo Bay 4. All right. Sir, this is the way to Cargo Bay 4. I wonder what the Vice Admiral wants. It is certainly an odd place to meet us. Hey, I don't pretend to understand admirals. They are weird. But you say, you're an admiral. Well, I'm not saying I'm not weird. Get a little bit of relaxation while I'm waiting for it to load. So far, yeah. Okay, it hooked me. It intrigued me, I'll admit. Right off the bat. That's a good thing. It's got a good hook. Can't beat that. That'll get you playthroughs. A good hook will get you playthroughs. Alright, here we are. This must be it. Who knew Cargo Bay 4 could be so hard to find? Well, DS9 was designed by Cardassians after all. There are no Cardassians here, right? I'm not, like, being a jerk, am I? Well, I'm being a jerk, but at least no one can hear me being a jerk, right? Okay, whatever. Let's go meet the Admiral who's over here in the corner. Nobody puts the Admiral in the corner. You don't exactly look like an Admiral Talar. You better have you better be Talar or something. Vice Admiral Garfield, I was told to expect you. These must be some of your senior bridge officers too. Good to see you all. Has Starfleet told you what's happening and what's inside this crate here? Nope, just told to meet you. Didn't expect that they would. Well, here's the situation, Vice Admiral. The Vulcan Science Academy has requested permission to study one of the tiers of the prophets. You mean an orb? I mean a tier of the prophet. Since they are religious artifacts, it was up to Kaikira and the Vedic Assembly to make the decision. You didn't date her, right? You want to live, right? Kaikira has decided to approve the request in an effort to foster understanding of my people's religion and the Federation. However, the Vedic Assembly has placed a number of restrictions on the research and handling of the orb. One of those restrictions is that the artifact is to be accompanied by a high-ranking Bajoran Starfleet officer through the entire process from leaving Bajor right up until its return to the Bajoran people. That'd be you. Right? That's a fairly high ranking, and you're Talar Bazran. Okay, so... Wow. Okay. Can I call you Bazran? I mean... You're a Vice Admiral, I'm a Vice Admiral. We should be chummy. What does this have to do with me? What Starfleet should have told you is that your ship has been chosen to ferry the orb and myself from here to DS9 to Vulcan. Well, I could have figured that out, really. I'm here, you're here, the orb's here, I got a ship. Makes sense. It seems illogical that's not saying no. It's like, so why the attempted secrecy? Starfleet intelligence is convinced that the True Way, a terrorist group, are seeking to take possession of the Bajoran orbs. It is kind of their thing. Mimicking what the Obsidian Order did during the Cardassian occupation. Actually, I just think they want to do it because they want to be jerks. The Obsidian Order at least wanted to study them to gain ultimate power. That was kind of their thing. I personally am not convinced that they are. Even if I were to just let things would be handled different. Or let's just things would. That's an awkward sentence right there. But even if I were, let's just things would be handled different. Obviously, however, I am not in charge of the operation. Now, we're a couple of admirals and we're not in charge. Starfleet. Let's get underway. Also, if I may ask a favor, I'd like to have the use of one of your holodecks. I have a specialized security program that I use for circumstances like these. I have a Jupiter. We literally have holodecks to spare. Including one that only plays Wing Commander. I don't get it. Thank you. Now that's sorted, I will remain out of your hair until we arrive at Vulcan. Alright, well... 6 in the crate to beam up. And of course, as typical, my order is to have, you know, it's like I've got another weird mission from Starfleet, bottle of scotch. And the traditional 750 milliliter drinking glass. That's traditional among my people. One day I will find a 750 milliliter drinking glass. It'll look like, you know, be all fluted, like it'll say Stella Artois or something. I don't know. Well, probably not that. But Warsteiner, that'd be cool. Oh, we're going to get a warband thing. I loved it. When I figured out how to do this, I love this. So anyone who uses this, I automatically like give them a star. It could be like the worst mission ever, but if they do that, they get 1 star. Sir, we're on our way at warp 9.5. Set course to Vulcan. Please use full impulse while at warp. All right, we are going to truck it. Oh, we just drop out of warp. We don't have to do anything. I like to do the drop out of warp thing. Okay. Because then, you know, see, now I'm stuck on full impulse. Sir, I'm reading a number of approaching true wave vessels. They are coming in from multiple vectors and at high warp. They are hailing us. Open the channel. Vice Admiral Garfield. You are surrounded. There should be a punctuation there. Comma at least, at the minimum. You are surrounded, beam the over to us, and we might just let you live. Orb? What orb? Lying does not befit you, Vice Admiral. You've obviously never met me. We know that you have Vice Admiral Talar and the orb aboard. Give it to us, and we shall spare you and your crew. No, wait. I have to actually, like, pick again one of these, right? Well, how about you leave, and I'll forget this ever happened. I'll probably drink between now and my report, so I'll probably forget this ever happened in the first place. How dare you treat me with disrespect? I shall enjoy torturing you. Well, truth be told, all you have to do to torture me is to, well, take away my replicator. True wave ships are powering up their weapons, and I'm at full impulse. They're pretty close by. I don't have any frigates out. We got Gaylor. We got a lot of stuff. We got 4 groups. We are surrounded. I am in a carrier, though. Like, that should make a difference. Why are these faster than these? What are these? They're just the frigates. Light escorts. Alright, we'll go ahead and take on this Gaylor with 2 light escorts and 2 Delta flyers. Oh, we'll get the Delta flyers out. Now we have full load. We should be okay. I'm not too sure which ones are fighting right now. Okay, it's the Delta flyers. I love carrier tactics. I got the new carrier in. I was going to use it, but I put it on my Klingon character. So next week, summer event carrier on Far Beyond the Foundry. And then the week after that, they'll probably shut the Foundry down because of an update. So we'll probably be off the air for a while. Alright, we got Jem'Hadar attack ships. Oh no, we got covered in red stuff. I don't think those are Marciano cherries. Yeah, I remember now the first time I played the Jupiter, I really loved the purple Callisto escorts. I didn't think they were powerful enough to stay on their own, to have 4 set, so I got Delta Flyers, because I love Delta Flyers. Purple Delta Flyers are the shiz. Is that a Keldon? Please don't let it be a Keldon. Please don't let it be a Keldon. Thank goodness it's not a Keldon. Not so much that I hate Keldons, it's that I hate Keldons. Let's do a little grab. I really don't need to do this. I got pets, but the wife is gonna so love the new carrier and purple deltas. She's gonna be all like, great, now I don't have to do anything. I hate space combat. I don't necessarily hate space combat, but sometimes in Foundry missions it's a pain in the behind because people put in too much. These are really well spaced out for what they are. I think 4 groups might be a lot, but we'll see what happens after this. 4 groups in one action, not that in one map on one map for one kind of phase of the mission. I can buy. I can deal. Won't take anything off. If I get another 4 groups, hot will I be? I love the black hole generator. Makes me feel like all mooey inside. Moo. Alright, I'm sure we have to wait till the Marciano cherries dissipate. I guess it's just us now, Vice Admiral. Whatever happens next, I am not finished with you, remember that. Okay, I don't have a scratch on my ship. This Delta Flyer is down a little bit of a shield, and you really think you can beat me. What are you going to show off with? A Keldon. Nope, looks like some kind of Gemidar Dreadnought, looks like. And of course, it's in the middle behind me where I have to turn the Jupiter, which is a little easier to do the new impulse engine and deuterium thing. Both of them had turn rate, so that's the main reason why I took it. Ooh, excuse me. Boy, my Callisto's got angry. Woo! That was great. Hope you guys saw all the shooting. Captain, I need help. The orb. Cardassians in the holodeck. Arrgh! Communication signal is lost. There is still a faint signal. But as you try, you might. But try as you might, you can't get the communications back. Talar, respond. Talar. Bazag! Apparently, we did become a little bit chummy. I gotta use his first name. Awesome. I've got a lock on the Vice Admiral's signal. I'm trying to transport him back to the bridge, but I'm getting some weird interference. I can't compensate. Go open a door. What's the situation down at the holodeck? Oh, they did try the door. Good, my crew's not incompetent. I am, but not my crew. Alright, well, it won't accept any override commands. Is there any way to get us in there? We can reroute the transporter buffer into the holodeck's buffer. Yeah, but we're going to need a spatula. I know that. Can't beam inside. No, we got to do the whole routing you in there with a ROM spatula. Beam us into the program. Kind of lean back in my captain's chair while it loads. Drinking a little cherry limeade. Do I got any left? I got a little bit left. I went from a caramel guy to a fruity punch guy. Mission impossible. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Examine the Vice Admiral's injury. Okay. He's hurt. Alright, let's go home. No, they want me to stay. Alright. Sir, the Vice Admiral's injuries aren't as bad as they appear. I should be able to treat him here. I just need a few minutes to work on his injuries. Okay, cool. Perhaps it's a good time to find out what happened here. Okay. Talk to the Vice Admiral. Vice Admiral, I'm glad to see you. What happened here? I was just taking the orb out of its container. Not too bright. And placing it here in the holodeck when one of the torpedoes hit the ship. I was thrown to the ground and the casing of the orb opened. Yeah, it sounds like a pretty typical plot point. The next thing I know, there were swarms of Cardassians in here with me. The closest to me fired. They shot and then suddenly they disappeared. And then there's phaser burns. Alright, so where's the orb now? I don't know. When the Cardassians disappeared, so did the orb. Do you think they might have been able to transport the ship's shields, take the orb, and then transport out again? No. I think this is all an orb thing. Then what happened to the orb? I better deactivate the program. Computer, deactivate holodeck program. Holo security storage program number 114. Add authorization code Talar Delta 397 Theta abort. Computer respond. Computer! Are you mad at me again? I'm not getting any response either, but that's not unusual. My computer hates me. Bah, it looks like the holodeck computer is out. Something isn't right, Vice Admiral. This isn't the program that it's meant to be running, and the orb should be on the ground in front of me. That's why I think it's an orb experience, or I did find my 750 milliliter glass. They're pretty much the same kind of effect. Alright, well, you think the cave's familiar, and I don't think so, so I'm betting it's you. We're in your drunk hallucination, not mine. Alright. So we're going to treat the guy and then scout out the next chamber. I hate this map. The cave is so blendy. It's really hard to see. Never was a big fan of this one. Oh, did I get him that? Oh, I want to check something really quick. No, I never got him Zephram Cochrane's shotgun. Darn it. I really wanted that. Okay, never mind. I thought maybe I'd got him the last time the Phoenix packs are open. Got a couple of those. Alright, scouting out the next chamber. What are those Bajorans doing over there? Wait, sir. I think that Bajoran up there, he looks familiar. He's like a younger version of Vice Admiral Talar. What's a young Talar Bazran doing here? Well, it's his hallucination. Talk to the young Talar Bazran. Oh good, you must be the reinforcements we've been expecting. Finally, we'll have enough manpower to drive the Cardassians from the region. Yep. I'm drunk. Remember, Baz, the Cardassians are nothing if not resilient. They will find a way to retaliate. Baz? That's me, Talar Bazran. So please call me Baz. This is my father, Talar Pelon, leader of the Talar Resistance Cell. I'm noticing a pattern here. We've just about to lead a strike on a Cardassian base of operations. If we destroy it and take out Gul Tamar, then the Kendra Valley will finally be free of Cardassians for the first time in almost 50 years. Okay, that's probably overselling it. Right? Sir, Vice Admiral Talar has just arrived. Perhaps now that he's been treated, we can finally get some answers. Oh, and we haven't seen the doorway Could it be that we're stuck inside the holodeck? We are. I don't know. It should be here. The computer isn't responding. Then perhaps something has locked us out of the system until whatever this is plays through. I guess we're stuck for now. Jeez, it's like you guys never once talked to Ben Sisko. Vice Admiral, looks like I owe you an explanation. I thought this place looked familiar, and now I know why. We're on the edges of the Kendra Valley on Bajor just months before the occupation ended. This is where I led my first operation with my dad against a forward Cardassian base. It seems the Orb of Memory has taken control of the holodeck and is forcing us to live through what happens tomorrow. Hopefully after that, this memory will end. Told you. What happens tomorrow? Tomorrow is the day that we strike against the Cardassians. So what now? Now we'll listen to the briefing, and then we'll face whatever the Orb wants us to face. This is a memory, so none of us will seem out of place. We'll just fill in the roles from my memory, but it will kill you. Now my tactical officer wants me to know that is the Vice Admiral hiding something? As in what happens after tomorrow? The name Kendra Valley sounds familiar. But I'll admit, as an Andorian, I didn't watch every episode of Deep Space Nine. Alright, Tarpalon, let's find out what's happening next. Tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., because we're Bajorans and we do things like that, we'll be striking back at the Cardassians and remove these invaders from our region. The plan is simple. 2 assault teams. One strikes first and then retreats, luring the Cardassians out after them. As to fill our resistance cell, we have engaged that style of annoyance against Cardassians for some time. So the Cardassians will expect it. The second group, headed by our new reinforcements from the Shakar resistance, will enter the compound, find the Gull, take him out, and then destroy his base. They're bad, we're good. Yeah, a little bit more posturing. Sir, the holodeck is changing around us. Hold on! Loading screen. That was kind of a meaty map for just expository. It's a good story. Placing us in a very... if anybody who watches Deep Space Nine will be immediately familiar with this. He's asleep. There it is, the Cardassian base. I'd forgotten what it looked like. It's quite permanent for a forward base. I was barely 20 years old. The Cardassians were there since I was born. It may have well been permanent for all I knew. Memory can do strange things. Team 2, be advised that Team 1 has have led off a good portion of the Cardassian force. Go kill Gull tomorrow. Alright, first we need to set up some explosives, he says. Let's take a look at the map briefly around. Looks like a solid choice for the Kendra Valley. I'm kind of getting a valley vibe from it. What Deep Space Nine showed us of the Kendra Valley. It's not out of place. Good choice of map. Looks like we've got some buildings. They look vague. They're brown like the Cardassians, so I guess that works. Just some average gulls or gills, so I guess we're going to kill them. My weapon of choice right now is the Radiant Anti-Proton Full Auto Rifle. A good, solid, if boring choice. Not too hard to get. There's an explosive device. Trying to be sneaky here, but he's put groups right where all the blinking lights are, so I take it I'm supposed to massacre all the Cardassians like a good Bajoran would. Let's try some antisethine gas, a little hyperonic radiation. Oh, I can flame broil somebody too if you'd like. That's how we do it. Went all Davidian on us. Okay, 3, and then we're going to go plant an explosive on building 4. Wait, 5. Why not 4? 1, 2, 3, 5. Well, hopefully there'll be a plot reason. Uh-oh. An interrogator. Everybody attack him. I hate him most. Jeez, my guys are pretty tough. I really have not equipped this crew either. Alright. So now that we have found the explosive set up, we can try to find the Gaul. We need a scan from a central location. Well, there are all these buildings. We'll go right into the middle of them. Where I set up my triolic pattern enhancer. So I'm ahead of the game. Thinking ahead. To behind me. Scannons report he's inside the larger building in this compound. All we've got to do is enter, though he's got company. Alright, let's get ready to breach the door. There's an actual Cardassian door here. A little off-placed. I would go in and drop it just a touch. We're ready to breach the door on your order. We just did that. The map looked good. Was a little meh. I might have preferred a puzzle or something maybe. Option for stealth. I don't know. It wasn't a bad map. It wasn't the greatest. It's not going to hurt its score or anything, but I guess when everything's been really good up to a point, then you got maybe you feel a little let down. Second act blues, as it were. Fighting for Bajor. Gul Tamar must be somewhere ahead. Be on the lookout. He's not here. So Cardassian-y. Fight your way to Goldemar 0 out of 4. So, whoa, 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 whoa! I didn't want to fight. Okay, I gotta use the sonic pulse at least. Those are dead people, right? guys are really squirrely for some reason. Sorry, they were looking a little Benny Hillish there. I take everything. I'm poor. Get a quick barbecue on him going. Oh, you jerk. We should be able to fire through our own cover shields. That would make them awesome. Attention, Bajoran resistance. Ha! You dare call yourself resistance. I have worked out what you were trying to do. One of my subordinates got their hands on one of your friends. They spilled their guts. Heh. About what you are doing. We've been compromised. We should leave. Right after that motorcycle goes by. No, we've got to stay and take him down. It's the only way for this to move forward as it should. Can't let them die in vain. Probably, Dad. Okay, everybody take out Gul Tamar, and I will too. Hey, I said... This is not going to be an easy fight. Well, they seem to be handling it pretty well. Let's call for help. Let's see if I can get some help. Usually you have to call twice. And Riche died. Nobody's coming for me. Oh, Damon is. Is he going to get me up in time? Yes, but he got shot. Everybody's dead but me. No, I'm dead too. Yeah, now they do that weird pop-up thing. But I think we got Gultamar. We didn't. Oh, they're just holograms. Because if we did get Gultamar, then we're going to have to probably fight more holograms. And the holograms are wicked bad. Now, we didn't get nobody. We got Jack. Except Gultamar, which is the important part. No, we didn't get Gultamar. Oh my god. Let's get him before he sets up another one of those things. Or did he already do it? Alright, we have killed Gultamar. We'll suggest we get out of here as fast as possible. I agree. No way I want to stick around here. I know, I expected more of a big reveal right there. Oh, the person that you tortured and killed was Pops. Or Tamar, maybe they're related. I don't know. We expected something right there. The Gull said the rest of the Cardassians were coming back. I guess at the time I didn't really believe them. I guess I should have. We need to escape where they help before we set off the explosives. I say we run for it. Yeah, we're surrounded. not really what I wanted to do. My guys aren't following me. It's like a little bit of lag, actually. Over hill, over dale, as we hit the dusty trail, and the caissons go marching along. Adam, use your jump. Use your jumping skill now. Boom! We've set off the explosives and the base is destroyed. I know this for us is a simulation. I don't know why, but it feels like we've done something wrong. This is not something I feel comfortable engaging as a Starfleet officer. It's more like we're the Marquis. That's Marquis. We're Bajoran resistance fighters, not Starfleet at the moment anyway. Yeah. Sir, the memory's forward again. The memory's forward again. I think you need to put the word moving in there. Moving forward again. Small little thing. Ow, 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 don't bite. Ow, 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 ow. Don't bite. You can lick all you like, but you cannot bite. My cat's kind of bitey. Erg. It's a funny one. Erg. Sir, something is certainly happening with these caves. A large rock shakes free from the roof, and it almost lands on the young Talar Bazran, but it flattens the lower legs of Talar Palan. What happened? Father! The Vice Admiral rushes over to his father's side, barely able to keep himself from shedding a tear. No, not again. Wait up, Admiral. Oh, please tell me we're going to have a giant rock with a Bajoran pinned underneath it. Father, I'm going to get you out of here. No, Baz, you've got to go. The Cardassians will be here any moment. They're trying to shake us loose. No, Father, I'm not leaving you. Baz, you must. I'm gone anyway. There's nothing you can do. My legs are crushed beneath this rock, and even if I could get out, I would only slow you down. With what we've done, the Cardassians will kill us on sight. Go and live for me. But, Father! Go! Go now! Who knew he was Kosh? Don't die, Father. Vice Admiral Talar, Alice Thane, I'm sorry. I should have Erg. Why did the prophets have to choose this memory? Well, I hate to tell you this about the prophets, but from everything I've read from Ben Sisko's logs, kind of dicks. The Cardassians are trying to shake the cave apart before they send in the ground forces. It is not just the memory when I lose my father, it's the day of the Kendra Valley massacre. My father and 45 other members of our resistance cell are going to die. Yeah, this was the one that was all Kaiopaka's fault. But which one of you is related to Kaiopaka? Who's the guy that is responsible for this? He's a Vice Admiral tactical officer who has done things all his life they knew had to be done. Right now, it's getting us out of here. But if we don't do something about this, at least about his father, then he may not be able to handle losing a second time, especially when his father lost his life saving it. That was a little complicated. So we'll have to get rid of the rock. We can't leave him here. And so I'm going to do a kind of crazy animation. And then, since I am a science officer, I will try to stop the bleeding. As I'm a tactical officer, we'd screw this up. We've been able to stabilize the bleeding, and I've administered some analgesics. Like vapor rub? He won't be able to walk, but at least he has a chance now. Well, let's get out of here. Vice Admiral, I don't know what to say. Nothing. Let's go. How come I got a bad feeling all of a sudden? We're going to get a talk from temporal investigations. Quit throwing grenades at me. It makes me less than happy. Radiate good times, come on. I don't know why my crew can't see the big orange circle that appears on the ground every time they throw a grenade. Okay, we've got phasers going and whatnot. Well, that was useless. We're gonna drug him. We're gonna get him with the drugs. Will someone wake up Damon? Wow, they died quick. We mowed them down. Oh, look at that. Some just popped in. But when the respawn hits... Alright, we'll talk to Tyler Palon. That's all the Cardassians there in this area. That felt good. A catharsis of everything that I wish I'd been able to do 40 years ago. What do you mean? It allowed me to work out my frustration of fleeing when I was young. I know now that I couldn't have done anything differently. In a strange way, I felt that I had achieved what I couldn't do before even I though it wasn't technically real. I appreciate everything you have done, putting yourself and your bridge officers at risk for me. Well, let's go before anything else happens. Father, I see that you have found the reason for the prophet sending you here. Yes, the prophets have given me a path to deal with my demons. And some Cardassians. It was something that I could not have done by myself, and it was all thanks to Garfield here. Doll. Then I need not say more. As the Vulcans would say, live long and prosper, my son. This must be the door. Well, at least it stands out. What about the Vice Admiral? He'll have to exert properly. There's no way, even while in here, I could have found a way to end this program. What about you? Yes, I'll be fine. The memory should end after this, hopefully, and if not, well, that's the end of the dangerous part. Alrighty then, let's go. Actually, I'd like to say something to you before you go. I'd like to thank you for what you did back there. As a child I couldn't help him back then. We did what we did back then in an effort to survive, but now things have changed. We are no longer on our own. We are part of the Federation now, and I know now that whatever happens in the future, the Federation will be standing there beside us. Now that I think about it, this may be what the prophets had in mind all along. Anyway, once again, thank you. You also call me Baz. We've gone through enough together that I think you've earned the right. Even if it all were just photons. It was interesting, Baz. Next time I'll show you one of my memories. You probably won't survive. The alcohol poisoning. Alright, well, we should be off. I want to leave. Return to the real world. No, I don't want to be on MTV. I wish the real world would just stop hassling me. Wish the real world would just stop hassling me. Oh, I forgot I reloaded it. Alright, we're back in the real world. Welcome back. Hey, find the entrance to the holodeck. Yeah, you see, they've done the whole cylinders in the ground thing. It's always a good technique for building a decent transporter room. That's a cargo bay. That's a closed door. That's a cargo bay. That's a closed door. That's another closed door. Alright, talk to the Vice Admiral. So, good. We're all out of that experience. Once you left, the program returned to normal and I was able to shut it off. I put the orb away. Well, one of us will have to tell Starfleet and possibly the Kai what happened. That's you. Wait until they work out whether or not they want us to continue or not. Either way, I'm not going to be using the holodeck in the same manner again. I mean, what about what we did in there? We did what we did because we had to, the same reasons that my assistant cell did what we did back then. We all have to live with the memories of what we were. What we were was not and still is not what we wanted to be. But we didn't have the option to be what we wanted at that time. I guess. I'll need a couple more minutes to get to the bottom of that sentence. Alright. I'll probably just keep the orb in my quarters. I would keep the orb on the opposite end of the ship from me. Oh, I get a contact Starfleet. Sir, I've sent a message off to Starfleet letting them know what happened. We should be receiving a message back soon after they consult with Kaikira. Sir, I'm receiving an incoming transmission from Starfleet. It's just a short text message. New order, sir. We are to return to DS9. Apparently, the risk of further incidents like this and further two-way assaults is too high. The Vulcan Science Academy will have to wait. Congratulations. We're being hailed by Admiral Quinn. Oh, I guess I hit 55. I'm now a full Admiral. I need to replay that so I can, like, lord it over him. Alright. We'll give it 5 stars. I think some of the grammar needs to be improved, but none of it was so, like, weird that broke the mission. What did I think of the mission? I thought it had an interesting hook, a decent story with only small details I could quibble at. Some of the text might need a bit of polishing due to awkward phrasing, but nothing truly mission breaking. All right, Bazag for Memories Lane, give you 5 stars. Good job. I hope to see more from you in the future. All right, we didn't get a whole lot of watchers on tonight's stream, but remember, as always, we upload them to YouTube and put them on the archive at www.cavaliercavalry.com. We invite you all to come over and check out our other shows featuring retro gaming, Lord of the Rings Online, and Dungeons and Dragons Online. So, barring any big problems, we'll see you next week, and maybe if things go just a little bit right, maybe we'll even see you sooner. So this is Alistair Garfield for Far to Beyond the Foundry, wishing you peace and wonderful adventures in outer space. Good night.